What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Oneil TV. Today, you're here with your host, Oneil, and good brethren.
Ashoni.
All right. And today's topic will be what is it like, what it's like dating in America.
Hey, that is a big topic in the boss.
Big topic because, dating scene over here, different.
It's very much
Isn't it?
different. So we're looking at the perspective of dating in the Caribbean, like Jamaica, versus dating here in America, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a lot of things when it comes to the dating scene. The dating scene has changed over the period of couple years. It's different when our parents date
Yeah.
versus now.
We're different because walking at our parents' days, phone never really there on where you could have called somebody. So
Yeah,
probably, mother and father probably used to, knock at the gate there. Wonder how people used to meet up, kind of them, like, isn't it?
well, so what I see happen now is that people still do a cold approach. You know what a cold approach is? So Americans in America, they call a cold approach, walking up to a woman, talking to her normal.
That them call it cold approach.
Cold approach, yeah. Instead of like going on social media and trying to get her attention.
Yeah, because something new that's not social media wasn't always around.
Right. It wasn't really a thing. So when someone wants to date they or get to know a person, they first meet in person instead of trying to go through social media or trying dating apps, different things like that. So the dating scene has changed so much, and there's so many things. But what we want to start off first is the intention nowadays.
Yeah, the intention. That's something. That's a lot to talk. Because not everyone have true intentions, whether male or female, man or woman, whatever. Because one of the things on the US scene, the US dating scene is a lot of girls don't really want it and just want to go somewhere. They just really just want a free meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people aren't really truthful what they really want. Some people date and they don't know what they really want.
That's true.
They date to find out what they think they want versus what they really need.
Really need.
So, and the next thing as well is what I find happening is a woman will date a guy that she thinks have everything together.
Yes, and a lot of times when women date for a reason, enough time they end up getting played because that guy knows say this woman want me for just for what I'm showing her. Because man will flash money, flash cars, all them things. Him know say the girl doesn't want what she see.
Yeah.
We just like a woman post certain pictures on social media. Sometimes they know say the man them just go want for them see.
Right.
So that's why you don't really have any true thing, man. Man just take whatever. Girl just take money. So you get what I say?
Yeah. And because people go off of that.
Yeah, that's why people basically go off of that.
Yeah.
Because you have genuine ones out there, but the thing is, enough time the genuine ones woke up on somebody who is genuine.
Right.
So when that happen now,
right.
When that happen now, they just feel like everybody else feel like that, right?
Yes.
Look, exactly. Yeah, example. You just see that video there with the man that bring the girl go Olive Gardens.
Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Look at,
Are you're recording me?
yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
I go drop that clip there. In the side. You remember when the man bring the girl to Olive Gardens, right?
I think so.
Was it
I
Olive
can't
Gardens?
remember right now.
Was it Olive Gardens? And like she just say, "This is where you bring me? You look at the
Oh
table?"
yes.
And I say, "Oh,
Yeah.
at first date and look how she are going."
Yeah.
I said, "John,
Yeah. That's a thing. Woman would here would they want to bring they want the guys to bring them to like fancy restaurants, and they want guys to spend a lot of money on them. Versus back in the Caribbean, like Jamaica,
yeah,
it, guys would take a girl out because they really, really like them.
yeah."
They're really
'Cause,
together.
yeah, growing up,
It's no problem.
yeah, growing up, my mother most say, now I'm gonna get to a point where Jamaica, growing up for me, now I'm gonna get to a point where you see two people go to marry together with them. But
Yeah.
up here is kind of a thing where you meet a girl, get to know she want to go on a date.
Yeah.
You get what I say? But I just say that's the culture here, basically.
Right. You know, what I see happening is that a woman, if you tell a girl that you work at McDonald's or Burger King,
Yeah.
she likely to block you.
Yeah, she don't want to hear that word. She don't want to hear that.
Um,
Especially, you know, brother. Especially if you live in New York, you probably better make up to tell the girl say this is illegal. Probably in 10.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, and this is why a lot of them get played because they want to hear. So they want to hear what they want to hear, and because guys know that,
Know what they want to hear.
they they play the game. Because if you
Yeah.
be truthful and say certain things,
They get played out.
they don't want that.
They know
I
that.
mean,
They
you don't want a guy working at Burger King. You could be missing out of a free meal.
Yeah, but there's two sides to it, right? You have the girl them if you tell them say work at Burger King, this, that, they don't want to deal with it. But then I see some man when I work none at all.
Yeah.
Like they will meet a woman, they live in the woman house and drive the woman car, then don't work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, huh? But sometimes when them same woman they when you meet them I tell them say work at Burger King, they don't want you. But probably
Right.
the ex you never used to work, you driving car, all kind of something. Give them bun when then gonna work extra bringing woman all
AKA
kind of
that
thing.
means cheating. So bun, when you say bun, that
Yeah,
means cheating.
means cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot on the scene. It's good. It's interesting because here in America the dating scene is full with different cultures, different people from here, people from other places. There's a lot of different ethnicity, different cultures. So it's interesting.
Different perspectives.
Yeah.
And it's so many varieties here. And you can find what you want and find what you need here. However, people aren't go back again. People aren't really honest or open to what they really want. They don't communicate properly. And lack of communication, the right communication, if people like to beat around the bush in what they want, and it just makes things messy.
Yeah.
So now you have people meeting up for different reasons. It doesn't mesh, and so they start this cycle, and it doesn't help anybody.
Not at all.
And so when you have people who want a genuine connection, who want a long-term relationship or relationship that leads to marriage,
Yeah.
that person finds a player And then when they get disappointed, then when someone really that have the same intention that you have come along, then
You
it's
play
like
that person
you
because
play that
they got
person.
played in the past, you know.
So therefore, there's a lot of trust issues
Yeah, that's
going
just
around.
issues because I just say marriage, right?
Yeah.
You probably look for marriage, as they say, and you
Yeah.
find someone. That person now married, that person looking to party, get fly out to Miami
Yeah.
on the beach, hot girl summer.
Yeah,
You know?
they just want
They have
to
to settle
use
down, man.
you for what you can give to them, and there's no loyalty,
None.
right?
None.
And that's what's happening. There's nothing wrong with a guy providing for is providing for a girl, treating her right and everything. That's good.
Yeah, of course.
I'm all for that, as a man should.
Yeah.
But the problem comes when there is no honesty, there's no loyalty,
Yeah.
and you just coming into that person's life to tear down that person instead of coming together and building. Because a lot of women, right? They want someone like a Idris Elba or Kylian Mbappe,
Yeah.
or they want this dream
Well,
lifestyle. They want this guy that's all put together, and vice versa, which is all good.
Alright, so guys, we had a few technical difficulties, so now we're doing a continuation, finishing the video. Alright, so dating in America was our topic, and let's continue.
Yeah, man. So dating in America, that's a huge topic, man. Huge topic. But the good thing with dating in America is the cultural differences.
Yes, diversity.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of different cultures, whether it be Hispanic, African, Caribbean.
Yeah, so many. And that's what I love with it. And you can find what you need. You can find what you need, you can find what you want.
Find what suits you, what you need, what you want, what suits you.
Right. And that's a good thing. And so it's a really, really good thing. But I forgot to set the timer.
Alright, continue. We'll just go for good then.
So you get to really find what you need, find what you want. And that's a really good thing with dating in America. But the thing is, the modern dating right now is very toxic.
Yeah, very toxic because the expectations, and then the media, like what a lot of people what they want, what they see on the media, they want, but it's not real because when you see them like social media relationships, everything looks perfect on the outside, and then sometimes some things will leak. Like you see everything look perfect, and then you just see them file divorce. I say, wait.
Yeah, what happened? They look like a really good couple.
Yeah, because the thing with social media, right?
Yeah.
They can only show you what they want you to see.
Right.
When them social media relationships, they won't show you the bad side, only the good. So when you in your relationship now, with every now and then have an argument, you have to start looking and say, but John and such never have argument yet. Everything is perfect for them. Why people think I'm perfect? So that's how some people look at it.
Yeah.
Right?
Some people look at other people's relationship and say, I want that.
Yes, a lot of people do that. And when I was in high school, right, made have an elder sit down and tell me something very important. Never forget. The man looked for me and say, no two relationship is the same and will never be the same. Even if it's you, if you had a relationship with somebody else and you're going on a new relationship, don't look for it to be the same. It's not gonna be the same, no matter what.
Exactly.
Also meaning don't look at someone else's relationship and feel say your one can be the same because people have different personalities.
Different
likes.
Yeah.
Different
purpose.
Different personality.
Different cultural backgrounds.
Yeah, different cultural background. And sometimes even being from the same country can still have a lot of cultural differences, right?
Right, because they're subcultures.
Yeah, like for example, you can date two persons who from America, right? And them two of them probably using something totally different from their culture. Because America is a place where of multiple cultures, as you say.
Yeah.
So not the same.
And even though different people with different cultures can come together and say eye to eye, it just boils down to what complements each other, what you want, what you both of you want,
Yes.
because it takes two to agree to work together.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
And so, but the main thing why another main thing why dating in America, modern dating at that, can be so toxic is the fact that there's so much disloyalty.
Yeah,
There's
on both sides.
on both sides. We're not singling out any one gender here.
No, so I'm not singling out anyone.
Because we have to give an account for what we do.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody has to give an account for what they do.
Have to take accountability.
Yeah, and that next thing, accountability is lacking on both ends.
Lacking in it.
Big time. So the thing that really affects many things that affects the dating scene and the influences come through music, what you listen to.
Yes.
If you look at the music like 20 years ago compared to now, the style, and you see the changes. If it are like, for example, more love song, people are more into that flow.
Yeah.
Now you have a more moral decay.
Yeah, because back then we were talking more about love songs, and nowadays we're talking about flying you out to Dubai, buying you the Birkin.
Yeah.
People think that's love. So probably like somebody would have say, you can't buy her this and take her on trips.
You don't love her.
You don't love her.
And we're not saying guys shouldn't spend on someone that they love.
Yeah.
We're all for that. But the problem comes when there's that you're in it to just use you.
Yeah.
And
it happens a lot.
Yeah, people just come together for certain conveniences, inconvenience each other.
Yeah.
No loyalty, there's a lot of dishonesty. And so it just makes things really bad on both people.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a really sticky thing.
Yeah, it's really sticky. And next thing as well, I just say you talk about the music.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But then things was different. I say it was used to be perfect, but then some things used to be different in terms of the expectations.
Right?
Right. And earlier you said, right, some lady don't want to build, they want a finished product.
Yeah.
So that's still a problem right there. Still a problem right there.
Because again, the whole social media thing, people put out that perfection. So they're seeing the end result and they don't know what a person have to do to get to that point. They don't show you the process, they show you the finished product. And that's where delusion kicks in.
Yeah, because all right, look at it this way. Like somebody, say a man building his wealth or building up to be successful, right?
Yeah.
In the early stages, it's gonna be rough. Probably not gonna drive a car where wow the girls probably not have the house where girls eat and say wow, the job.
Yeah.
Takes a while to get there, but further along in life, you will probably have that. But early on, a girl will probably come in and I say, She wants someone who's already there.
Yeah.
Because as I said, the songs them, the rappers them are sing about how, buy her a Lambo, buy her a Bentley. And that's the next that's the next thing because the thing is a lot of them girls they will deal with like somebody who whether it's a rapper or some drug dealer or somebody. And because him used to just buy her all kind of things, $900 shoes and all them little crap there.
Yeah.
When she left that man then now, she started saying she don't want nobody who cannot do that. Right?
The standard is so high.
Yeah, but that's how enough of them end up getting played because, as I said, because they might go find a man who can do that and think that man is looking for love. That man not look for love.
No.
That man probably is gear a youth and just gone.
Yeah, and this is a problem. And to the end of this video, I'm gonna share how all of this impact the future generation. But I want to take it a bit higher, right? With all of this, with the social media, the music and everything, all of that brings forth overstimulation. And overstimulation kills humanistic appetite. And it reduces sustained interest. What do I mean by that? You see, people don't understand the science behind the humanistic nature, right?
That's true.
And they don't understand that certain things eat into your soul and cause you to not feel the same way you feel about a person for too long. A lot of people, how many times you see a lot of people say, oh, they get bored?
A lot of time. A lot of time. Enough time here, women say they get bored. Because even when they said they might do like street interviews, right?
Yeah.
They see them ask woman, why did you cheat? They say, oh, I got bored.
Or that person was supplying, let's say, financial things happen, they're like, gone.
Yeah, that's one of the worst way for a woman cheat on you. You know, she should cheat with somebody because the man have something you don't have.
Right. And a lot of times that happen. So what I see happening nowadays is that a woman will have a guy that supplies things financially. He may not have the function in the bedroom that the next guy have.
Yeah.
And that guy doesn't have the
Joe Grind.
Yeah, and so it becomes a game. It becomes that a tit for tat. And the next thing too is what women fail to understand is that even though we have similaristic things about us, man and woman, we're not the same.
Yeah, not the same one. Not the same.
Different. What I can do, you cannot do it and have the same outcome. Right.
So true.
And the whole feminist movement do not help women at all. It actually
look one of the way like being promiscuous, right?
Yeah.
A woman, not every woman will tell you that. We have some woman will tell you say, if a man can do it, I can do it too. A man sleep with 50 woman, she wants to sleep with 50 man and saying, oh, it's the same. It's not the same.
No, it's the same.
It's not the same. Me, from a born, I never see a man get bashed for a whole heap of woman. Never.
No.
When you're growing up, if a girl have a whole heap of man, they might call her skettle, they might say she a whore, they might say she a hot foot. Nowadays, they say my muckles that me that they must say Jamaica.
And the thing is, we're not condoning that a guy should, have be in a relationship and have a lot of females.
Yeah,
and do all of that, because at the end of the day is, you have to have, respect for each other. Communication, because there's, people will be okay with your partner doing certain things, but you have to have communication.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole problem comes in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, speaking about that, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Right? Would you date with a girl would you date a girl at the OnlyFans? And I say, not date. Would you be in a relationship with a girl at the OnlyFans?
No.
Me neither.
No.
No.
Um.
No. Because personally, I believe whatever she have under her clothes, whatever her body look like, only me to know. I'm not gonna say she's not gonna have ex who know, but the whole anybody shouldn't be able to just pay like a 12 or 5 or whatever dollar and say exactly what she look like naked. You know, that
Right.
whoever wanna say whatever man insecure or whatever, no. No. Anybody shouldn't have just have that privilege. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you see,
Yeah.
so all of these things really affect the whole dating scene. And I want to touch on something with the dating apps, right?
Yeah, right.
So with dating apps now, it worked for some people.
Yeah, it can be good.
It can be good.
Can be good, but you have to just watch out because not everyone on them apps have the intention what you have.
Yes. And the thing with dating apps is that it conditions people to have multiple affairs.
Yeah, because it comes so easy.
Yeah.
The fact that it comes so easy by the touch of a finger. You know, you're over here, so you're not get 100%. You say you're over here, say I get 80%.
Yeah.
I say I get 70%, right? Yeah. Yeah, I say, all right, probably can get the next 30% over here, so.
Yeah. So people started talking to someone and then they see something else like, oh, I think the grass is green on the other side. And when they think that the grass is green on the other side, then you're like, wait, oh no, I made a mistake. And then by the time you look, you have so many things at you and then you just outplay yourself. It's energy. And when you outsource yourself so much, then you get tired.
Yeah,
and
you get tired.
This is what I was telling you about. It kills our humanistic appetite.
Yeah, it kills the appetite because without the apps, right, you know, say, you find somebody now, you try to work to that person. Because, you know, say, if that no work out, it'll go take a while before you find someone else. But enough girls will look upon and say, oh, if it no work out, we can find an next person by tomorrow. Or by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Start textbook on a date tomorrow or whenever. So it kills the appetite, as they say.
Yeah, it makes you so overstimulating that you're like, yeah, it just doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 15 minutes.
That's it for today, guys. And, you know, for more, or if there's anything under the topic that we didn't discuss,